Yes, sir. It's your boy Shad. It's going to be game week 22 of Who Be the New King. That's right. We're going to be looking at our predictions. My boy Azad has sent his in, and we've got a guest predictions from my boy Jibby, who is a Liverpool fan. It's the first Liverpool fan that I've actually requested anything from because, they're quite stingy people. But you know what? We're going to look at these predictions, and then I'm going to show you my FPL team for the week. That's right. Okay, so last week it was a poor week for everybody. It was a difficult round of fixtures, lots of surprises. I think Everton was a big surprise. Leeds beating Leicester, another big surprise. It was difficult. I got three, Azad got three, and Jimmy, who was our guest last week, he got four. This week, let's go cracking on with the games. Sheffield United versus West Brom. Both teams are picking up form right now. So who do we think is going to make it? Them boys have gone for Sheffield United, who've picked up two good results against the Manchester teams. I've gone for West Brom, and there's a reason why. I think Mateus Pereira, he is playing absolutely amazing right now, and they've signed a new striker who seems to have just hit the ground running. So Sam Allardyce's got his players who can counter-attack now. So that's why I've gone for West Brom victory. Wolves versus Arsenal. Controversial here from Jibby, who's gone from Wolves. I've personally gone for Arsenal. I think Wolves are struggling and are out of form at the moment. And they've only conceded one goal, I believe, in the last 6 appearances. So they're going to be tough to score against. And I don't see Wolves doing that unless Adama Traore decides to actually turn up for once. Man United versus Southampton. We've all gone for a United victory. At some point, they have to turn it around. And this could be that game. Watch out for big man Minamino. He's transferred from Liverpool to Southampton. Is he going to do the business there? Who knows? Newcastle versus Crystal Palace. Them boys have gone for a draw. Understandable. Crystal Palace got a good victory last time out. I've gone for Newcastle. Since they hired the new assistant head coach, is it Graham Jones? I watched the game last week. They dominated. They absolutely dominated Everton. Everton didn't even deserve a draw. That's how well Newcastle played. And I think they're going to kick on. If you're an FPL manager, it might be time just to put in Callum Wilson. His value is only going to rise. Burnley versus Manchester City. We've all gone for a City victory. They always do well against Burnley. The real question is Burnley going to score? And is it worth taking out any City defenders? Pep's rotating. The defenders look fresh, so I probably would not do that. Fulham versus Leicester. Two of us have gone for a Leicester victory. One's gone for a draw. I feel like they're very similar teams, but just Leicester are better man for man when you compare it to Fulham. So they play in a similar, they like playing good football. They like having good attacks. But yeah, I think this is going to be one step too far for Fulham, and I can't see them picking up anything. Leeds United versus Everton. 3 completely different results. Draw, Leeds, Everton. It's a difficult one. If the Everton that showed up at the weekend come, Leeds will roll them. If Everton decide, actually, you know what, let's go back to basics, get our defensive duties right, it could be a good day for Everton. But I've gone for a draw. I think there'll be goals from both teams, and it'll be a draw. Players to look out for. I've still got Luca Digne in my team, so look out for him. He probably will swing some crosses in. And also, the main man for a lot of people right now, Patrick Bamford, gets goals, gets assists, great all-round team player. So watch out for him. Aston Villa versus West Ham. It's a difficult one to call. West Ham had a difficult fixture against Liverpool, and I think their class showed in the end when Liverpool rolled them. But, Aston Villa, they've also not been doing that well recently. They've had some iffy results. They had a good victory, I think it was last game week. Let's just have a little check. Yeah, they beat Southampton away, but then they lost to Burnley the game before that. So you just can't tell. The one key factor that for me might help Aston Villa is they've had 1 extra day worth of rest. So therefore, you should probably play Martinez in goal if you've got him in your FPL team. And that's why I've gone for the Villa victory. Liverpool versus Brighton. I think this is probably one of the biggest, not biggest, one of the toughest fixtures to get right. And that's because Brighton have kept 3 clean sheets in a row, and they're playing some amazing football. Completely dominated Spurs on the weekend. Liverpool, on the other hand, they have bounced back recently. They've signed a couple of centre backs. Will they play them? I'm not sure, but they look like a team that have got a bit between their teeth, and they could roll Brighton if they really, really turn up. They also will remember that penalty that Danny Welbeck won at the last minute. So I'm pretty sure Klopp will have that motivation right. Spurs versus Chelsea. So I've gone for a draw. I just think Spurs are going to grind out something. I'm not sure how, I'm not sure where from, but it's a Mourinho type performance. He's not going to want Chelsea to be able to beat them. Thomas Tuchel is actually making Chelsea play quite nice. They're quite solid at the back. He obviously started Alonso ahead of Chilwell. He's brought in Azpilicueta over James, so he probably likes a more solid formation at the back compared to the more flair that Lampard enjoyed. So it'll be an interesting performance. I think it'll be two quite defensive-minded teams, but both teams need the points really, really desperately if they want to kick on and cement a Champions League place for next year. So that's the predictions done. At this moment in time, you, the guests, are winning. You got 33, Azad's got 28, and I've got 24 from 54. So if you're putting any cheeky bets on, don't look at my predictions because I have been awful. We'll see what Jibby does for you boys. So this is the part of the show where I show you my FPL team. Remember that the FPL starts at 4:30 today, the game week. That's right, 4:30. So make sure you do your changes before that time. There's some interesting fixtures that I've mentioned. So this is my team. So that's right. This is the part of the show which I look at my team. So last week was not a good week. It was the first time I've really underperformed, and my average points was below the my final score was below the average. My biggest mistake was playing Digne as captain. I thought Everton, with the Newcastle, the way they've been playing, they were going to roll them. It did not happen. Everton swung in a few crosses right at the start, didn't capitalize, and then Newcastle grew in confidence. So that was a big shame for me. Target got me a clean sheet, but I messed up by having Martinez on the bench. McCarthy, I thought it was going to be a boring 0-0 draw, but I didn't want to hedge my bets on any one team. Soufal, automatic substitution for John Stones. Who was going to see that Pep was going to rotate? I didn't see it coming, but you know what? It's Pep Guardiola. It's what he does. Pulisic got a late assist, but the guy only played 45 minutes. Cost me big time because I'd taken him out for Salah 2 weeks ago. Bruno, I'm not sure. He's gone a bit cold recently. If you look at his points, 3-2, 5-3, 2. You know what that means. He's bound for a big game week. Just like Salah, Bruno's probably going to deliver. Phil Foden has been awful recently. He played 90 minutes. He hasn't been awful. That's harsh. He's made chances. They've not been put away. But I think a big game week is coming up for him. Heung-min Son, without Harry Kane, they look like they're a poor team. 2-2, 5-2, 13, 3-2. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 game weeks, and he's got 1 goal, 2 assists. So I think it's time to probably take out Son. Jesus did bag, and his price has gone up to 9.2. And it's a big if he starts, his price is going to shoot up once again. Calvert-Lewin underperformed. Lacazette underperformed. Mr. Rob Holding, 8 points. What a lad. Look at this from Arsenal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 games, 5 clean sheets. And I think because of this form that Arsenal are showing, they'll keep another clean sheet against Wolves. So this is the team I've picked. I've made a couple of transfers. As usual, I always take a -4 at a minimum because that's just what I do. This week, I've done 3 transfers. So let's see who I've brought in. So first of all, I have brought back in Salah because it was costly for me to take him out, and he's probably going to score quite a few points. Then there's Jack Grealish. I've dropped Heung-min Son. Aston Villa have got decent fixtures coming up. They're going to put points away. And Grealish, he just looks like he's a much better player with Barkley in the team. He's just got a bit more freedom. Assist, goal, assist. I can only wonder what he's going to get this week. He might even be a shout to put him as captain. Bruno, I'm just not going to risk it. I'm not going to put him as captain, but I think a lot of people are going to. Matheus Pereira. So I might have a change of heart last minute and put this guy as my captain. And there's a reason why. Look at this recent performances from him. 13 to 9, 15. All right. Last 4 games. And if you look at just the away games, in his last away performance, he got a goal. The away performance before that, he got 2 goals. The away performance before that at Leeds, at Liverpool, he got an assist. So it looks like he can deliver away from home. He's now delivering at home. And Sam Allardyce has brought in players that he wants in his team. So that's why I thought they're going to beat Sheffield United, even though Sheffield have picked up form. And Pereira is somebody who could be in for a shout for a captaincy this week. Calvert-Lewin. Is he going to get some goals against Leeds that play an open formation? This is it. This is the game week. If he doesn't score this week, he has to go. Same with Digne. If he doesn't perform, he has to go. I am playing a big risk, and I am captaining Gabriel Fernando de Jesus. He got me 9 points. Is Pep going to rotate? It's going to be painful if he does, which is the reason why I might go for one of these three as the captain instead. We shall see. So that's the game week sorted for you boys. Make sure you change it. Otherwise, 4:30 is fast approaching and you're going to regret that decision. I also got knocked out of the cup. I got absolutely smashed. But you know what? It happens, all right? It happens. Let's look at my favorite league to look at. Ubi, the new king. Unfortunately for me, my arch rival, David Fasuro, Dapsy Fash London FC, has smashed it last week and he has gone above me. But the worst case scenario could happen if Kelvin Oba goes ahead of me. I think I'll just give up with FPL if this happens. There were some big point scorers in this league last week. So the average was 48. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 players got above the average, and quite a few players got quite a lot of points. So we'll look at Wakanda FC at 50 points. He had Grealish as captain. He did have Salah as vice, in his team, but unfortunately for him, Sterling did not play. Neither did Stones, and that cost him. Who was the biggest point scorer? Let's have a little look here. Fahidul Islam at 78. Temi at 80 again. Temi's a secret climber, boys. He's got to be someone you got to look out for. Woof. So there you go. Salah captain. You had Bamford. You had Harrison Reed. Cheeky little 4.4 million player. Diaz and Martinez, big point scorers. And it got him the top of that league. Let's have a little look at my own personal league. Let's have a look at the League of Shadows. I dropped in here as well. Hardeep, 81 points. Was he the biggest player for the week? Ooh, we had somebody in 31st place that got 79 points. Let's have a little look. Did Hardeep also captain Salah? More than likely, vice captain. But Cancelo never played, so it was happy days for him. Is it time to bring in Bamford for me? No, he's got a dead leg. 75% chance of playing. Woo! Maybe that's a Digne clean sheet for me then. Anyways, just want to thank everybody for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. We are going to be doing a quiz very, very soon with regards to the big book of football. So watch out for that show as well. And we'll be doing a bonus show on the January transfer window. So look out for that as well. Thank you very much for watching. And until the next time, stay safe, people.